What's up, guys? It is Chris back with another watch unboxing, and today I think this is a very special watch unboxing. This is my Eterna Royal Kontiki, and I actually had to zoom the camera out from its regular position to be able to fit the size of the box that this actually comes in. It is absolutely enormous. You can see the size of my hand. It is large, and it's a very solid wood box. This was a watch that I actually purchased off eBay, so I'm just going to get right into it. Like I said, this is the Royal Kontiki. The Royal Kontiki was essentially Eterna's line of watches that were to compete with higher-end divers, sort of a sports diver watch, kind of like a integrated bracelet watch that would compete with the IWC Ingenieur and watches like that. Inside this cardboard box, this outer cardboard box, we have a very beautiful, very heavy blonde wood box, and this is with a beautiful plaque on here that just says Eterna. There's actually a push button release for the box itself. Open that up, and of course we have the watch inside. It is a full leather box. You have the hang tag here, and then there's just a booklet underneath here that is for the operation of the watch itself. Royal Kontiki GMT. This is a GMT, and this is also the the DLC version of the GMT. So the hang tag just has the serial number on it, and it's a plastic hang tag, says Eterna. Now I'm not sure if this is everything that came with the watch, but you can see the hardware on this box. It's all brushed stainless steel, beautifully screwed in. The box is beautifully finished. It's an incredible, incredible box. Snaps closed, very, very positive snap on that. And then I'm going to show you one other thing on the box. That is the retail price. Now, hopefully I could focus in on this, and if I can't, I will get a picture up there. But it gives you the specs here. It says the Royal Kontiki 42mm automatic black, and then the price, $8,200, and then there's the serial number. So this watch retailed for $8,200 when it was new. So really quickly, I'm going to switch the camera around so that I could get a little bit closer of a view. And here is the watch. Yes, you heard me correctly. This watch had a retail of $8,200. Now, Eterna are a very high-end manufacturer. They are a luxury manufacturer of watches, similar to those watches that you would get from Omega, Longines, or that sort of genre of watch. They are a luxury watch maker. Now, they were trying to go a little bit further upscale with this watch, and as I said, they were going for that integrated bracelet look. It has an in-house movement, and there is an in-house caliber in here. And you can see this is an in-house GMT caliber. It's beautifully decorated. It has a circular pattern on it, and I'll try and do some close-ups of it. It is a very good-looking movement. The strap is beautiful. It has a beautiful wave pattern on the bottom. Very soft, very supple. You have a DLC coated signed buckle, and it is, of course, milled. The entire watch is DLC, but you have different finishes. You have bead blasting, brushing, and polishing on the watch, crown guards, and even the crown. And this is something that, again, I will try and do a close-up of. There is a coating of what looks like sapphire on it. There are 5 little balls, and that represents the ball bearings that actually Eterna invented, that is used in most automatic movements to this date. And that is in their logo, and their logo is in this crown, and it is covered with a piece of sapphire. It's amazing. And I've never seen anybody mention this crown anywhere. They pay a ton of attention to their crowns. I have 3 or 4 Eterna watches, and all of their crowns are amazing. They really do pay a lot of attention. So this crown is pretty cool. Then you have a GMT dial. The dial's a little bit busy on this watch, but I like it. For my taste, I think it's really good. This dial is loomed. You have loomed indices, loomed hands. Loom is not great. I find that to be the case with many major brands. However, they don't let me down there. There is not very good loom on this watch. 42 millimeters across, as I mentioned, 13 millimeters wide, about 50 millimeters lug to lug, and wears extremely comfortable. It's a thick, heavy watch. I say thick, but it's not really that thick. It's 13 millimeters, but it is a heavy watch, and it has a pretty good size crown guard on here, so it does wear more like a 43 millimeters or 42.5 millimeters. You have a color match date wheel. It gets that Kontiki sort of script, so the actual text on there looks like the Kontiki, the text that they use in the Kontiki name. And the Kontiki name is right there, and it says manufacturer because this is a manufacturer caliber. And then, as I mentioned, you have an applied logo. Those are the 3 ball bearings. It says Eterna. Just a beautiful watch. And then in here on the inner ring of the dial is the second time zone. So that is independently operated by the crown, and you pull the crown out to the second position, and you can adjust the date in one direction and the GMT hand in the other direction. So it is not tied to the hour hand, so it is independently operated. Like I said, this is an in-house caliber. They have an automatic in-house caliber. They have a hand-wound in-house caliber. They make a chronograph in-house caliber. They have a bunch of different complications. I don't know if they're actually still making these. Now, I mentioned the retail price right off the bat because of the actual price of this watch, actual price of what I paid. Now, these go for really crazy different prices on eBay. There's a few different reasons for that. First, it is an in-house caliber from a brand that is fledgling. They are not doing as well as they should, and I think that comes down to marketing in the United States. They don't market in the United States. They're relatively an unknown brand here in the United States, which is a shame. I think they make incredible watches, but no one knows them here in the United States. Apart from that Royal Kontiki, no one knows, well, actually not the Royal Kontiki, the regular Kontiki, no one knows the watch. It gets coverage here and there from a few different watch outlets or watch review outlets, besides myself, of course. A Blog to Watch, another outlet that loves to cover Eterna. They do a good job at that, but really it's not very popular with the Hodinky crowd, I guess you could call it. And that's a shame, again, because they make pretty high quality or very high quality watches, in fact, for the money. So let me get to what I actually paid for this watch. Then I'll throw it on my wrist and we'll do a quick loom shot. I paid $650 for this watch. $650 was essentially not even the tax on the original purchase of this watch. That is incredible. This is a fraction of the original price of this watch, and it works perfectly fine. This came in new condition. This has some of the best finishing of any watch that I've had on the channel. I'm not joking when I say this is up there with Omega. It's up there with all of the really nice watch brands out there. And like I said, you're getting lots of different surfaces here, lots of different finishing, bead blasting, brushing, polishing. You have sapphire in that crown. It looks amazing and it feels really good. You have the in-house caliber. It's finished impeccably. It looks great. It doesn't look like any other movement that you see on the market. You know that Eterna started ETA. They're trying, or were trying, and I'm not sure if they currently are still trying, to come back and make in-house calibers again. They made these calibers. They sold them to some other watch brands as well. They're absolutely gorgeous, and this circular pattern looks really good. It's a modern size, so this is a large caliber movement. It's much bigger than your typical ETA movement when you're looking at it from a display case back. This is a larger movement, a larger diameter, so it looks really good when you're looking at it. It's just mesmerizing, really. It's a very handsome movement. Anyway, I can't say enough about this watch. I absolutely love it. I'm gonna just show you what I have on my wrist today, and then we will do a quick loom shot. Today I am wearing the Hem Dollar. This is a watch that was actually sent to me from the brand. This is the Sharkmaster 2 with the ETA 2824. I am super impressed by this watch as well. Really cool. It actually says Marine Master on the dial, which is weird, but you have that shark at the top. Really high quality watch for really peanuts when you're talking about how much this watch costs. Plus you get that ETA 2824. That's really what I think makes this watch. For 300 and change, I think this watch comes in at. milled clasp, solid links, just ceramic bezel, Swiss movement, really nicely finished. Excellent watch. Really excited about that. I'm very excited to do an unboxing on it, and that's coming very soon. And like I said, I'm going to throw this watch on my wrist. I have a 7.5-inch wrist, and this watch fits very comfortably. The rubber strap feels great on my wrist. I really love this watch. One of my favorite watches. I had my eye on eBay for a while. I saw this one, and the guy was selling it for next to nothing. Like I said, $650. I asked him if there's anything wrong with it. He said no. I said, why are you selling it? He said, I just don't want it anymore. I said, well, if there's nothing wrong with it, I will take it. And here it is on my wrist, and it will stay on my wrist. I'm not selling this watch. This is a keeper in my collection. I really think Eterna, I think eventually, I hope eventually people start realizing how awesome their watches are. I mean, this is just a cool watch. And if you're looking in the market, if you're looking for an integrated bracelet watch and you don't want to spend a lot of money, but you want something really high end, this is it. This is a really high end watch. And it's, you could get them for $650 if you really hunt. But if you want to spend $1,000 and get the perfect one for you, stainless steel on a bracelet, and the bracelets are top notch on these watches. I mean, really beautiful bracelets. They have a glide lock on them, just like on a Rolex. They are made impeccably. I have one on a glide lock. That is my Kontiki, not my Royal Kontiki. This is the Royal Kontiki. The regular Kontiki is their diver's watch. It's 200-meter dive watch, and I'm going to be doing a review of that. I have that on a rubber strap as well, but the rubber strap comes with a buckle that has a on-the-fly adjustment, which is really excellent. I'm going to shut off the lights. I'll do a quick lume shot, and then we will wrap up the video. So, as I mentioned in the beginning of this video, lume on this is really nothing to talk about. It's very dull. And it loses lume pretty quickly, so the hands stay brighter than the indices, but the lume in general, it's super luminova. It's just not liberally applied like a micro brand would do. But then again, $650, you're getting an in-house movement. You're getting a lot of style and a very unique watch that is really, in my opinion, beautiful. And this is at the price of what many micro brands charge for a Swiss Solida movement, with finishing that doesn't even come close to this watch. And the bracelet is integrated into the case, DLC plated, so this is not your run-of-the-mill ion plating or PVD coating. This is DLC. This is the good stuff, and it's just finished very nicely. Like I said, these are bargains, and for some reason, Eterna, they're not doing well, and these are selling for peanuts on eBay and other websites, not just eBay. So tell me what you think of Eterna in the comments below. I think you guys know how I feel about them. I absolutely love the brand, and I definitely think that if you are a collector, definitely check them out. They have a great history. They are a luxury watchmaker that you can get for next to nothing these days, and I absolutely love them. But that's me, and some people may not like them at all, and they have their reasons, and I definitely want to hear from you guys. Add comments in the comment section below. I want to hear what you guys think. Please also follow me on Instagram. My Instagram is WatchChrisBlog. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that bell icon. It is super helpful for the channel. I have some links in the description. Those links are to Amazon. If you click those links and buy anything, it doesn't have to be the items I have linked to. It helps support the channel, doesn't cost you anything extra, and it doesn't interrupt your Prime benefits. Anyway, thank you for logging on, and I will catch you guys in the next video.